welcome to another video, or if this is your first video of mine, hey, how you doing? Today I am here to ask for your help. I have been looking at my shelves and I realised there's a few books on there that I'm not sure whether I want to read or unhaul or just hoard, really. So I was looking at my shelves because I'm thinking I might need to do another unhaul soon because I have a problem with buying books and I need to have a reorganise anyway. So I was looking through to see if there's any books that I wanted to unhaul. And I realised there are a few books that I'm just not quite sure about. So that's what I'm here to ask you. I'm here to ask you about these 5 books I've put together, about whether you think I should read them or not, basically. I realise this is probably a really boring video for you to watch because I don't know much about these books. I just know that I've either heard mixed things, heard something I'm not sure about, or haven't heard anything, which is the case for a couple of them. So yeah, I will just get into it. The sun has just broken through a cloud, or it's shining through a thin cloud. The light is really bright. Anyway, I will just get on to the first book here that honestly I've not heard anything about since I received. So here we have Metal Town by Kristen Simmons. This was the first ever book that I received in a Fairy Loot box. And the more recent books in Fairy Loot boxes I've been really into, but I've never read this one. Yeah, this was the first one I got. I've had this for over a year. This I got in the October of 2016, I think. And honestly, I'm not sure about it. I haven't heard anything. Obviously, it's supposed to have that like steampunk theme. I think the theme of the box that it came in, although it was a long time ago, so don't hold me to this, but I think the theme was like a steampunk sort of theme. And I don't know about it. From what I can remember, it's about 2 kids in a town where everyone's kind of enslaved to factory work and they try and break out and escape or something. I don't know if that's accurate and I don't know if I'll ever read this, but I think because it's Fairy Loot, I want to keep hold of it to read it, but I'm not sure. So first up, can you please let me know? If anyone's read this or knows anything of it or just thinks that I should or thinks that I shouldn't, let me know what to do. The second one is a pretty similar situation. In fact, it's an identical situation, and that is Flashfall by Jenny Moyer. Again, I believe this was a Fairy Loot book. I can't remember when this one was, but it was a while ago and I've just never picked it up and I don't know too much about what it's about, really. What is this one about? Is it some sort of sci-fi? I tell you a lie, this wasn't Fairy Loot, this was Nerdy Bookworm Box. That's what it was. But this is like some sort of sci-fi where they're mining for some ore of something that's powerful and there's a deadly flash and this thing they're mining for can save them or something. And some newcomers come and make them question everything they know. Typical, really. And I'm just not sure about it. Again, I've had it for the longest time. The fact that it was Nerdy Bookworm shows you how long I've had this for, because Nerdy Bookworm Box doesn't exist anymore. But I've had this for ages and I've never read it, and I don't know if I should. I've never heard anything about it. I don't think I even know of any other person that's read it, so if you know anything about it, if you think I should read it or not, if you know anyone that's even read it, let me know. Next up is a different story. Next up is one that I bought for a reason and is on this list for a reason. So this is Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. I bought this after I read Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia because I really enjoyed that one and thought that as this was her only other book, I should get that too and see if I like that as well. However, since buying this, I know that G from Book Roast tried to read it and could only stomach a few pages before she had to stop. And I know that there are some questions around how well researched this book is. So it's about, or it's supposed to be about, a girl with schizophrenia. But from what I've heard, I don't think it's been all that well researched. I don't think the representation is great, and I just don't know if that's something I want to read. I'm not a great contemporary person as it is, so if this is a bad contemporary, I don't want to go there. I know that G didn't like it, which is mainly why it's on here, because I trust her opinion, but I would like to get some more opinions on it, because I feel bad for, like, I liked her first book, but if this is a bad one, I don't want to go there. So again, let me know. Next up is one that I bought because I liked the sound of it, and I still do. Like, I like retellings, and this is a retelling. So this is Spindle Fire by Lexa Hillier, and this is like a Sleeping Beauty retelling, and that's really all I know, and that's all I wanted to know. However, since I bought it, I've seen a couple of people say it's not worth the time, it's not worth the effort, it's just not worth it. So, I don't know. See, it intrigues me. A kingdom burns, a princess sleeps, this is no fairy tale. I think that sounds really cool. I need second opinions, because if it's not worth it, and if it's going to be bad, I don't want to read it. So we've got a blurb on the back from Kendare Blake, which honestly doesn't give me much faith, because 3 Dark Crowns was meh, and 1 Dark Throne I DNF'd. And the other 2 blurbs are from people I've never heard of. So, I don't know. I don't know. If anyone's read this, let me know what you think. I don't know. I think I'm probably more leaning towards actually reading this one at some point because I'm interested. But if people come at me saying, like, it's boring, it's a waste of time, honestly don't bother, then we'll see how that goes. I know I should form my own opinions, but I trust people, and I don't have time to read bad books. I've got so many good books to read, or books I'm genuinely certain I want to read. I don't have time for the ones that I'm a bit confused about. And the last one on this list honestly breaks my heart a little bit to even have to include it, because I love this author. I've just heard mixed things about this book. All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. It breaks my heart to say it because I loved The Raven Cycle so much. They're like some of my favourite books ever. And I was so excited when this came out. I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. And then I saw some people read it and say it was underwhelming. It wasn't the Maggie that people knew. It was trying too hard to be something beautiful, that it lost what it was, and that the plot wasn't really solid because it was trying too hard to be poetic. And Maggie's writing is so lyrical, and I love The Raven Cycle for that, along with the plot that kept me hooked. But if it's just a messy plot disguised in lyrical writing, then I don't know. But I haven't read it, so I can't make that judgment. But I want to know from people that have, because I don't want to taint my view of Maggie Stiefvater, and if it's not worth it, I won't read it. But it breaks my heart. So we'll see. Let me know. Your opinions all matter to me a lot. So yeah, they're the 5 books I managed to pull off my shelf to just think, about. I mean, there were a few I pulled off my shelf just to go, never gonna happen, but I'll get to that in an unhaul at some point. But they're the ones I'm confused about, so let me know what I should do about this little pile of confusing books, and we'll see where I take it from there. But yes. Thank you for your assistance. Please leave your recommendations down below. Likewise, along with what I should do about these, if you have any other recommendations for books that you think I would love, drop them down below because I'm always up for recommendations. I trust you guys. You guys know what I like because you watch my videos, so you know what I'm into. If you've got something that you think I would love, drop it down there. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Chat to me down there, as I say. If you aren't subscribed and fancy subscribing, I am always eternally grateful for that. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, and some odd days in between if I'm feeling generous. And I will see you next time. Bye!